I have walked a long walk to freedom. It's been a lonely road, but it's not over yet. Nelson Mandela. What does it mean not to be free? Does it mean to be bound in chains or to be locked up in prison? Does it mean to be denied access to basic human rights? The history of the black man has been a story of a constant quest for freedom, from slave trade to abuse of human rights, suppression, oppression, denial of basic economic rights, and denial of political opportunities. And for centuries we've been fighting for this freedom. Relative to where we are coming from, we have gone far. But Mandela was right, it's not over yet. From fighting to the struggle to have equal political and social rights, and then to the recent struggle of being independent. But the question is, what went wrong? Is there something fundamentally wrong with Africa? What really happened? Is there any biological reason to explain why the mind of the average black man was not operating at the same frequency as his Western counterparts? Before that time, his Western counterparts had already started asking questions, questioning the world to make sense of it and to take charge of it. People like Isaac Newton, who revolutionized our picture of the universe. They started asking big and ridiculous questions. They discovered the laws of nature. This introspection led to the age of enlightenment, and men started questioning everything, and this brought about radical reformation. For example, Adam Smith publishes Wealth of Nations. This revolutionized world economies. Thomas Hobbes started questioning the monarchy. All these introspections led to the Industrial Revolution, which marked the birth of modern civilization. It affected every area of life. So why were we not thinking the same thing? Is there any historical reason to explain our sociological defectiveness? Why has Africa been mostly affected by slavery? You know, the white man rarely raided slaves. He waited at the shore while the black man raided his brothers and brought them to the white man. Then he would give him gifts, mundane things like mirrors, sackcloths, and then the black man would walk away happy. Imagine such a guy. What is it about African history that leads to endless violence, famine, poverty, and corruption? Why are we the most divided people in the world? We have such high number of divisions among political entities, race, ethnicity, religion, families, class, kingdom, territoriality, and all sorts of subtle differences. Why is Africa the most diseased and suffering continent with the largest number of sympathizers and empathizers? Such big waves of protest, anger, frustration, poverty is still sweeping across Africa even in the 20th and 21st centuries. Why has leadership in Africa been the most thwarted and misaligned administration in the world? Why hasn't the black man successfully bettered a modern and civilized country from the scratch? Why is Mother Africa still crying? For centuries we have been fighting to gain this freedom. A lot of men fought and died for us to be recognized as human beings, which marked the end of slavery. A lot of men like Nelson Mandela and Martin Luther King Jr. fought and suffered terribly so that we can have equal political and social rights. But as Nelson Mandela said, it's a long walk to freedom, and it's not over yet. Initially, the Western men came to the shores of Africa to pick slaves. Slavery was ended, but then the average African would do anything just to get to the Western world, like it's some kind of poverty-free passport. We are unable to add value to our resources, and as a result, we sell them cheap and raw. We squander the money and spend them on goods we still buy from the West. So we are rich, but then the land is poor. A lot of people are suffering. We have walked a long walk to freedom, but there is still work left to be done. Freedom is man's ability to make his own choices. We have to start adding value to Africa by daring to ask big questions. We can't be having an epidemic and hoping that the United States sends us drugs. We can't be in financial crisis and be looking at IMF to give us advice. We cannot be poor and wait for people to send us money from Europe. We cannot make cars, trains, sophisticated technologies, but we are waiting for China to produce so we can buy them cheap. That is not freedom. Freedom is taking your destiny into your own hands. And there is no better time than now, because we have realized that no matter how much we get from the sale of our raw materials, if we don't learn to add value, things are only going to get worse. We have to start daring to ask why. We have to question our values and traditions. We have to question why we do the things we do. Why are we fighting each other? Why is there so much poverty in Africa? Africa is a continent filled with abundant natural resources. Why haven't we been able to add value to that and make our lives better? We have to evolve our consciousness and discover what Africanism truly is. There is no default answer anywhere, neither here nor in the West. We have to dare to ask the big question, because when we ask the big question, we find only one answer. Why not? Yes, we can. We can stop fighting and segregating each other. Why not? Yes, we can build the most developed and stable economy where poverty and hunger do not exist. Why not? Yes, our democracy can become a model for the rest of the world to follow. Why not? Yes, we can send a man to the moon from Africa and back, and even to Europa, one of the moons of Jupiter. Why not? Yes, we can invent the greatest innovation in history. Why not? Yes, we can build the greatest companies on earth. Why not? Yes, we can unite the laws of physics in a single equation. Why not? Yes, we can question the biological laws of origin scientifically. Why not? Yes, we can find the cure to AIDS and cancer from here. Yes, we can. The Kulenga Sciences Platform, birthing the world's next rational geniuses from Africa. This power was the people. Enemy is lethal. A king became regal. Saw the face of Jim Crow under a bald eagle.